Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you have requested, a look at the military power of India and Pakistan as we project into 2025. This comparison is based on publicly available data and trends, and it's meant to be an objective analysis, not a political statement. We respect both nations and their people, and this is purely an educational overview of their defense capabilities. So, let's start with the big picture, the defense budget. In recent years, India has consistently ranked among the top military spenders in the world. For 2025, we can expect this trend to continue. India's budget is projected to be significantly larger than Pakistan's, likely multiple times over. This financial advantage allows India to invest heavily in modernization, research and development, and acquiring advanced weaponry from around the globe. Pakistan, while having a smaller economy, dedicates a substantial portion of its national budget to defense, reflecting its own security priorities. However, the sheer scale of India's spending gives it a considerable edge in long-term procurement and development projects. Now let's talk about manpower. Both nations have massive professional standing armies. India's active military personnel numbers are among the largest in the world, hovering around 1.4 million, with a vast pool of reserve forces to draw upon. Pakistan also maintains a very large and well-trained active force of over 650,000 personnel, backed by a significant number of reserves. In terms of sheer numbers, India has the advantage. However, military strength isn't just about numbers. The experience, training, and morale of the troops are crucial. Both armies are battle-hardened, having engaged in various conflicts and counterinsurgency operations over the decades. They are both highly professional and disciplined forces. Moving on to the Army's equipment. When we look at ground forces, both countries operate a mix of legacy and modern systems. India has been on a major modernization drive. We're seeing the induction of more advanced main battle tanks like the Arjun Mark 1A, alongside their large fleet of Russian-origin T-90 and T-72 tanks, which are continuously being upgraded. For artillery, India is strengthening its capabilities with systems like the K-9 Vajra self-propelled howitzer and M777 ultra-light howitzers, which are particularly useful in mountainous terrain. Pakistan, on the other hand, relies heavily on its Al-Khalid and Al-Zarar tanks, which are domestically produced and upgraded versions of Chinese and older models. They also operate a significant number of T-80 tanks. Pakistan has also been investing in its artillery, acquiring modern self-propelled guns and multiple launch rocket systems primarily from China to maintain a credible deterrent. While India may have a quantitative and qualitative edge in some areas due to its larger budget, Pakistan has focused on developing a robust domestic defense industry to ensure self-reliance and cost-effective solutions for its ground forces. Let's take to the skies and discuss air power, a critical component of modern warfare. The Indian Air Force is a formidable force. By 2025, its fleet will be a potent mix of Western and Russian aircraft. The centerpiece of its modernization is the French-made Rafale fighter, a 4.5-generation jet that brings cutting-edge technology and weapon systems. These fly alongside the workhorse Su-30 Mki, which is also being upgraded, as well as Mirage 2000s and the indigenous Tejas light combat aircraft. India also operates a significant fleet of transport aircraft and attack helicopters like the AH-64 Apache, giving it strategic airlift and potent ground attack capabilities. The Pakistan Air Force is also a highly professional and skilled force. Its backbone is the JF-17 Thunder, a multi-role fighter jet co-developed with China. By 2025, the more advanced Block 3 version of the JF-17 will be more widely integrated, featuring an AESA radar and advanced electronic warfare systems. This will significantly boost its capabilities. Alongside the JF-17, Pakistan operates the American F-16, which remains a very capable fighter. They are also reportedly acquiring J-10C fighters from China, which would add another layer of 4.5-generation capability to their fleet. While the Indian Air Force has a numerical advantage and a more diverse range of high-end platforms, the Pakistan Air Force focuses on high-level training and strategic deployment of its assets to counter this imbalance. Now let's look at the naval domain. India's maritime strategy is centered on dominating the Indian Ocean region. By 2025, the Indian Navy will be a true blue water navy. It operates multiple aircraft carriers, a capability few nations possess. INS Vikrant, its first indigenously built carrier, will be fully operational, joining INS Vikramaditya. This gives India significant power projection capabilities. Its fleet also includes modern destroyers like the Kolkata and Visakhapatnam classes, stealth frigates, and a growing fleet of both nuclear-powered and conventional submarines. The Pakistan Navy, while smaller, has a strategy focused on sea denial and protecting its coastline and maritime trade routes, particularly the port of Gwadar. It is also undergoing significant modernization. A key development is the acquisition of new Type 054AP frigates from China, which are advanced warships with modern sensors and missile systems. Pakistan is also enhancing its submarine arm with the procurement of 8 Hangor-class submarines, which will be equipped with air-independent propulsion, or AIP, allowing them to stay submerged for much longer periods. This significantly increases the stealth and lethality of their submarine fleet. So, while India's navy is larger and more geared for power projection, Pakistan is building a modern, agile force designed to effectively defend its maritime interests. Next, let's discuss missile technology. This is where the strategic balance gets really interesting. Both India and Pakistan are nuclear-armed states and have developed a sophisticated arsenal of ballistic and cruise missiles. India's missile program is diverse, featuring the Prithvi and Agni series of ballistic missiles. The Agni-V, an intercontinental ballistic missile or ICBM, gives India the ability to strike targets deep inside Asia and beyond, establishing its status as a major power. India has also developed cruise missiles like the BrahMos, which is one of the fastest in the world and can be launched from land, air, and sea. Pakistan has also developed a robust and credible missile arsenal, primarily focused on countering India. Its Shaheen and Gauri series of ballistic missiles are capable of reaching all major Indian cities. A key focus for Pakistan has been the development of tactical short-range nuclear missiles like the Nazar, designed for battlefield use to deter a conventional Indian military advance. They have also made significant strides in cruise missile technology with their Babur and Ra'ad missiles. This creates a complex deterrence dynamic where both sides have a credible second strike capability. Finally, we can't ignore the emerging domains of warfare, space and cyber. By 2025, space assets will be crucial for intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, communication, and navigation. India has a highly advanced and self-reliant space program. ISRO, its space agency, has launched numerous satellites for both civilian and military purposes. India has also demonstrated anti-satellite, or ASAT, capability, which is a major strategic asset. Pakistan is also working to expand its presence in space, largely with Chinese assistance. It has its own communication and remote sensing satellites, but its capabilities are not yet as extensive as India's. In the cyber domain, both nations are known to have developed significant offensive and defensive capabilities. Cyber warfare is a shadowy world, but it's clear that both countries see it as a critical battleground for gathering intelligence, disrupting command and control, and targeting critical infrastructure. In 2025, this will be an even more important, though less visible aspect of their strategic competition. So, to summarize for 2025, India holds a clear quantitative and, in many areas, qualitative advantage due to its larger economy and defense budget. This is most evident in its Navy's power projection, its Air Force's diversity of high-end platforms, and its advanced space program. However, Pakistan has smartly focused on developing a credible deterrent through its robust missile program, the modernization of its Air Force with platforms like the JF-17 Block 3, and strengthening its submarine fleet. It has cultivated a strong domestic defense industry and a deep strategic partnership with China to help offset India's advantages. Ultimately, both are powerful, professional militaries with nuclear capabilities. Any conflict between them would be devastating for both sides and for the region. The balance of power, while favoring India in conventional terms, is maintained by a delicate and complex web of strategic deterrence. The focus for both nations, and the world, should always be on dialogue and peaceful resolution of disputes. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this analysis was informative and balanced. What are your thoughts on the future military landscape of the region? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth content. We'll see you in the next one.